and welcome back here to the Trove video. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now, I apologize, my broadcast just quit. For those that did not go back and look at the other video, you need to do that now, because that shows where the first S.O.A.R. table is. Now, for the rest, I'm going to go ahead and continue to show this. The reason I tell you to go back and watch the other one, because that one actually had the table there, and that actually had the correct location look. Unfortunately, the game did crash, which stopped the broadcast, unfortunately, so you're gonna have to go back there. It's not a very long video, just speed through the middle if you want, and it should be right there. Right now we're gonna go look for the S.O.A.R. table for the Infinium Diamond, and if it is there, hopefully we can show you what it takes. Maybe we'll pass a ship where it will have one of the S.O.A.R. tables that I can show you. Not all ships have it, but there is a verification on the outside. Dragonfire Peaks, the Treasure Isles, and the Sky World all have outside verifications that the table has correctly spawned. It's just one that you have to look for. It looks like someone is over there already exploring, and it doesn't appear that there's a big dungeon over there, which is a sad thing. Hopefully I can find the dungeon that I can show you, because it is only one particular dungeon you can actually find the S.O.A.R. table in. Let's go ahead and try to go around the outside to see if we can find it, because I am not seeing it. It's not looking good for us. I see another dungeon, but it's just not looking good. This is one of those dungeons that aren't going to spawn every time. It's just one of those that you have to take a chance with looking for. No? Look at here. It is here. So this is where you're going to find the Infinium Diamond S.O.A.R. table. You're going to go to Dragonfire Peaks, and it's going to be this big dungeon. Now it's going to look like a whole bunch of floating islands. You're not going to go up. Now, for a verification to tell you if the bench is correctly spawned, you have to go here. If these torches are green, that means the table has spawned correctly. If not, unfortunately, the table hasn't spawned correctly. Now you're going to think I'm crazy, but what your task is to do is to jump into the lava pit. Now look around along the walls. It may be around here somewhere, but the S.O.A.R. table is going to be down here. And you may have to look down from it. I don't know if it switches spots down there, but I can tell you it's down there. And their outside verification is these torches. If they're green, that means it's spawned. So that is where the Dragonfire Peaks S.O.A.R. table is. Now let's see if we can find the Treasure Isle. Now it's going to be found in a ship like so, but it's not going to be a golden one. It does not spawn in golden ones, I don't think. We can check, but I doubt it. So that is 2 S.O.A.R. tables shown. Now let's see if we can find the third. Now these do not always spawn, and it may take a little while to find. I apologize for that. I had to turn my mic off for a second. Someone came in my room. Okay, so we're looking for a ship. It can have any banner except the gold one, and it has to be a good ship. It will not spawn on any of the dungeon ships, unfortunately. So what you want to do is you just want to go around looking for ships. This can take a little while to do. Now there is a outside indication, and it is on the little island that spawns next to the ship. And if you know what you're looking for, it is pretty easy to identify if it has what you need or not, or if you're going to need to keep looking. So let's see if we can go ahead and find one. So you just want to go around the Lost Isles. I apologize, it is not the Treasure Isles. It's the Lost Isles, it looks like. You just want to go around and look for a ship. And see if we can find it. Look, the Treasure Isles is actually the big dungeon. It's actually a small dungeon right there. Okay, so it doesn't look like we're gonna have any luck finding the ship we need. Now, as you see, it can take a little while to find some of them. We just got lucky with the Dragonfire Peaks dungeon, which unfortunately it didn't have the S.O.A.R. table in it. And the neon one, we actually got very lucky because the table was actually in it, and we found the dungeon we needed, because the dungeons don't always spawn correctly. Now, this is a little bit of a troll, because these are 2 golden ships, and that is not what we need. Where's the ones we need? Come on. Give us the ships we need. We need to quickly turn. Okay. Cross your fingers, hopefully we'll find. Okay, there we go. There's one ship. Let's see if it has the S.O.A.R. table in it. Hopefully it does, so I can show y'all how to know. Okay, so we're gonna go pull up along the side. Cross your fingers that it has what you need. Well, we can't go there if it doesn't. Okay, this one does have a S.O.A.R. table in it. If you go up right here, this is the indication that the table has spawned correctly. If you see where it looks like someone's been digging and it has these little piles of sand, then that means the S.O.A.R. table has spawned correctly. You're going to go over here and downstairs. You're going to see these bars. Now if you look through, you can see the S.O.A.R. table there. What you're going to do is you're going to break these bars and walk right in. And this is the one for the V6 flux capacitor. This is the 3rd part. So now that we've done that, now let's head to the Sky World and see what they got. But first, let's just see what this has. A mount, battle caterpillar. That'd actually be interesting to see, but unfortunately we can't. Actually, I think I've seen it and it kind of looks cool, but okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and head to the Cursed Sky Realm. Well, not realm, but worlds. That is where you're going to find the last but not least, sorry, my mind went blank. That is where you're going to find the last but not least S.O.A.R. table, and it is for the first piece that you see on the table. Now this can be a rather tricky one to find, especially considering you're playing with life and death up here. Because all you gotta do is run out of jumps or something to fall to your death. It will mean certain death. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to go ahead, build our house and try to get it, because you're gonna find this in literally, sorry, I apologize, literally the correct, it looks like the sea, but not, because there's no suns in it. That is where you find the radiant shards and things like that, and it is actually one of the radiant shard dungeons that you can find it in. Now let's go ahead and head to the sky part and look to see if we can come across one of the sky, or not the sky, but the radiant ones that kind of have, that can or does have a S.O.A.R. table. Okay, so just gotta make it a little bit farther out of this place. Fractured land, huh? This boss, what is this guy? I've seen some. Wait, is this the fairy? I don't know. The Death Knight? I can't say I've seen the Death Knight. Let's go have a look. Let's go have a little peek. Because that's kind of new to me. Where is the Death Knight? I have seen him. He's just got a different name. Normally he's called the Champion of Doom or something. We'll just go ahead and kill him over here. In Uber 5 worlds and above, you do get epic gem boxes instead of rare, uncommon, and common. And I'm sure if higher the worlds you get, the better the gem boxes you will find. So just keep that in mind if you need some gems, because that is actually going to be the next thing I talk about. It's how to increase your power rank when you think you already have the max for it, because when you think you do, you actually don't. Because a lot of people make a small mistake when they first begin playing. They don't think about the class gems. That's a very important thing and can actually save your power a lot. Don't kill me, please. Okay. As you see, we just got an epic air gem box. Why is the portal way over here? Okay, so let's continue over to the sky part, which is going to be this way. Don't mind my health, I know it's low. That was a mistake I did. We got it guarantees anywhere from an epic, a legend, or even a relic air gem. Any epic gem boxes guarantee those can have those rarities, not guarantee. You'll at least get an epic, if not a legendary. So I did get a legendary air gem, and the one I got wasn't very good. Every any gem has different stats on it, so you have a possibility of getting a legendary one with actually good stats, and it also depends on who you ask of whether or not the stats are good, which I will probably most likely equip it when I have the other slot unlocked, if I still have it by then, but don't really know about that yet. Okay, so that's not what we're looking for over there. Now, if you look over there, it's not gonna look like that one, but that little white thing, it looks like little lights at the bottom. It's a certain type of those islands that, if it has the green, that means the table has correctly spawned, and I'll show another few indications about that, and hopefully we can find one that it's supposed to spawn in. Is that one? That may be one right there. Wait, I can't, well no, that's not the correct one. There's only certain ones that will spawn in, unfortunately, so you kind of just have to pick your battle and figure out if you want which one. I'll say this is probably one of the hardest ones, because I mean, the other ones, the dungeons are kind of relatively easy to find, but you have to find a certain dungeon for this one, and then you have to find one with S.O.A.R. table spawned in. Other ones are more kind of commonly found, mainly the dungeons, which gives you a greater chance. But in Skyworld, it's not always a dungeon around every darn corner, so you kind of have to search a lot to find what you need. I'm gonna go ahead and check a little bit farther to see if I can find out if there is the one you need in here. I'm gonna need an air boost or I'm not gonna make it. Which, there we go, that's one of the dungeons it spawns in. That is the type of dungeon it spawns in, and unfortunately the crafting bench is not there, but at least you'll get to see what it's supposed to be in. So you're gonna look for one that's gonna have that box thing at the top, and if the crafting table is there, spawned correctly, that thing will be green most likely. I don't think there's ever been a time where it spawns and it didn't be green for somebody. Now, in order to get to the crafting bench, you're gonna go up here, and if it is the right one of these windows will be broken. One of the windows will be look like it's broke out where you're able to walk in, and then the dungeon portal will be right here. When you go in it, that is pretty much it. The crafting bench will be down here. And if it's not up here in the building has 2 levels, then it's most likely not it. But the SOAR table will be up here, and it takes about 5k crystallized clouds and 2k radiant shards, I do believe, to craft it. So that is it for the SOAR tables and their locations. I hope you liked this video. Go ahead and subscribe and leave a like, and I'll see you in a future video. Thanks for watching.